Hi everyone, welcome to day 185 of my Celebration Lifestyle Daily Inspirational Teachings brought to you by Rhonda Byrne's book, The Secret. And clearly I have pulled my edges too tight. Y'all, it always looks like my hair is my hairline is just so weird right here, right? That's a sign of 30 something years of pulling edges too tight. Okay, so I gotta stop doing that because I never notice it until I start filming. But that's a little bit better. So, yeah, today is Sunday, the 22nd of August. It is a full moon upon us tonight, midnight, I believe. And the full moon is in full effect. Hurricane Henri is barreling towards New York. It has made landfall about a couple of hours ago. And I just feel like there could have been better preparedness and communication with the governor and the president. The president should have been watching this. Maybe not him specifically, but he should have staff appointed to, like, if I were president, I would have staff appointed, a whole weather team to just kind of like give me a heads up on things like this so that I could better alert governors. But I feel like Joe Biden really doesn't want to see New York do well and is spiteful towards, for whatever reasons, spiteful towards Governor Cuomo. And I find that odd because they used to be really good friends. So what happened? But anyways, it's all about power and ego. Nevertheless, New York was not notified until yesterday that there was a potential hurricane heading to the East Coast. And not only that, that left people with no time to prepare, no time to make emergency measures or plans or evacuate. As you know, if you've ever been in New York or if you're from New York, it takes an hour just to drive through traffic in one borough. And there's 5 boroughs, So in the time that it would take somebody in California to go from the Bay to LA, that's how long it takes somebody to drive from, let's say, Queens to, like the other side of like Manhattan off the freeway. If you're on the freeway, it'll only take you 2 hours. If you take the streets, it's gonna take you a long time, all day. So that might be a little bit of an exaggeration. It might only be half that time, but you get what I'm saying. The point is, nobody has time. Imagine everybody trying to evacuate at that point. It's unrealistic. It's not gonna happen. A lot of people, I don't even think, know about the storm until probably it hit, because it's not something that was like, usually you get alerts or something. I didn't get an alert. I usually get a text message alert. I didn't get an alert. I don't think they sent out alerts. I don't know why, but that's on the city, so that's de Blasio, who also is spiteful towards Governor Cuomo. So nevertheless, this has left me in a place emotionally paranoid. As a survivor of tornado storms, one of the worst tornado storms in history of America, it leaves me with paranoia about when the government doesn't communicate with local city officials and give people enough time to make emergency plans. And I feel like it was another one of those situations where I see things unfolding in a terrible way and people think I'm paranoid. I've been in this situation before where I predicted that things would happen in a particular way 2 days before they happened, and it did happen in that way. And I remember feeling so afraid of the people that I was trying to warn and help. I remember feeling so intimidated by the information that I was giving them to try and save them. and they turned on me. And I just remember the fear that I felt. I had just given birth, you know, breastfeeding, having a newborn. It just was really, really a very vulnerable time for me. And I have deja vu of that right now. So just pray for New York. Pray for everybody in the path of Hurricane Henry. And another storm that we really don't hear much about, that I haven't really heard anything about, but I just learned about through my own research that hit Mexico, was Hurricane Grace. That actually slammed Mexico twice. And I feel paranoid because I feel like, what if this happens again with, Tropical Storm Henry that was downgraded from a hurricane just a few hours ago to a tropical storm? What if it mixes with the hot waters once it leaves New York and the temperature rises again? And, what if it blends with another tropical storm system or another hurricane that hasn't fully dissipated and becomes a tropical wave that somewhat resembles a tsunami, off the coast of the east and barrels back towards Florida? I really don't know. I'm not a scientist, but I just have this paranoid feeling in my mind right now, and I don't want to express it because I don't want people to think I'm crazy. I don't want to be intimidated by my prediction, or the reaction that people have to my prediction, rather. So I'm just going to keep my mouth shut and pray for the best. Weather the storm, keep my family and I in your prayers. We are all in this together. So it's the day 185 of my Silver Station Lifestyle Daily Inspirational Teachings. And the lesson for today is, you cannot say the law of attraction is not working, because it is working. If you don't have what you want, you are seeing the effect of your use of the law. If you don't have what you want, then you are creating not having what you want. You are still creating, and the law is still responding to you. If you understand this, then you can redirect your incredible power to attract what you want. So, not sure how that is relevant to what I'm feeling and going through today, but I hope that it inspires somebody and helps them to manifest the life of their dreams. So, wishing you all a lot of safety. Stay prepared. Don't let your guards down, because it's very early right now in the year for things to be going as haywire as they are in the tropics. It's unusually busy. Honestly, you really don't see stuff like this happen until September. So if this is happening 2 weeks early, what is September going to be like? And if it's this much rain followed by this much heat, and it's been doing this all summer long, and the constant contrast of wet and hot and high and low pressure, this is going to be a very volatile hurricane season. So people, don't get caught up in the parties and the festivities. We're going out and everything. Don't let your guards down. Be prepared. Have an emergency plan for you, for your family, and pay attention. All right, be well.